House Girl. Join me and my dad while we explore subscription boxes, the outdoors, gear and equipment, and other fun things and places. Before we get started, hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Ding!
Well, thank you for that amazing introduction, Miraculous Girl, and thank you everyone for joining us again here on Exploring It All. So today we have the Grimm Workshop for May of 2022. I already know what's in here. I run a couple of spoiler groups, our BattleBox spoiler group and everything, and so I already have a pretty good idea of what's in here. Actually, I know what's in here. Kind of. I mean, it's been a week since I saw it. So anyway, so we're going to take a look. I'm kind of pre-prepared for this. There's a couple little things I wanted to show, changes and stuff. I love the Grimm Workshop subscription. This subscription costs $20. No additional fees, $20 even. That's what it costs. And it's a lot of fun. So if you like subscription, if you like the survival cards type concept, this is a really good subscription for you to look at. For $20, you're just not going to lose. Anyway, guys, let's get into this. So today, to open this up, we're going to use this petrified fish flipper here. It's D2 steel. This is the model number 919. Still some oil on the blade. I just did an unboxing of this, or a review of this. Great looking knife. It's really pretty. It's got these blue liners in here. The green G10 scales. Almost looks like a Boba Fett knife. I think this would do Doc P proud right here. This is a cool looking knife. Anyway. We're going to slice this open and dump it all out, as I always do. We got our packing peanut. We get one packing peanut. Oh, I forgot that was in there. All right, so here we go. We'll save the best for last, I guess. I'm going to set this aside here. Got our little subscription card. We have a coupon for the bottle opener dog tag. They've been doing something kind of new, and that is they've kind of been showing some demo stuff on their description card here, which if you guys want to pause or whatever to look at this, you can. So the first thing up here, we got and I just want to use this knife because I like it. We got a morale patch. Their morale patches are actually pretty cool looking. They got this little skull emblem on here. I have a morale patch PVC. Actually, I got a couple of them. And these always have a little cutout in the back so you can slide, a dog tag in there or a micro tool or whatever, and then you slap on your morale patch. So this one has a nice little green, their logo on there. The morale patches, they list at $9.95. It's a little high for a morale patch, $9.95. I don't know, the price of everything seems to be going up so much anymore. They provide some backing for it. I have a little container filled with this backing. So if you actually wanted to sew this onto something that wasn't pre-made ready for a morale patch, you could do that. So that's kind of cool. Another, I say another because I have quite a few of these now. I really like the fire one. It looks really cool. And then you got your backing for it. Like I said, they list that at $9.95. I think that's a little bit, a little stretchy on that, but that's okay. Okay, so we got two tip cards. One is some really nice recipes for grasshopper if you want to add that to your dietary intake. They have a fried grasshopper recipe and a dry roasted grasshopper recipe, chili lime grasshoppers, and grasshopper fritters. And I don't know, there might be an area where you're in need of that. Hey, Miraculous Girl.
Yeah?
You want to try some grasshopper fritters?
What's that?
Some breaded and fried grasshoppers.
I don't want to try that.
You sure?
I'm sure.
What about fried grasshoppers?
No.
No? Dry roasted?
No.
How about butter dripping garlic grasshoppers? I bet that would be pretty good.
No. I'm not trying that.
And then there's an instruction on how to build a log cabin fire. And this one's got a nice little color. You know, these cards are kind of waterproof and all that. They're good tips. I have a whole wallet thing full of these things. And it is a lot of fun. So there's some tips. And here's a little card you can practice making curly cues with your knife. Anyway, all right. So next up, and this is a $19.95 retail value, and that is the Grimm Workshop, and this is called the Sewing Kit Repair Card. And so this, I mean, all this other stuff is technically free, and this is the cost of the box, and most of their cards run around 20 bucks, so anything you get beyond a card is a bonus in my opinion. So let's pull the card out here, and you have this other instructions, and then there's some instructions on our other card here. So one thing you'll notice here is there's some cutouts in these areas, and that's for you to wrap some line around, sewing thread or whatever you might need, just around the edges. Now this has a adhesive backing. You can peel this white part off and then stick this to the back of a tin or something like that, and it will adhere to there. And then on top of that, you can see this black in here, and that is also adhesive. So once you pull these tools up, you can actually put them back and they will stay on the card. And I'm sorry about the reflection of the light. These are nicely polished, so they're very reflective. You could probably use that for a signaling device. Anyway, so this one is a little different than their previous sewing card. It includes 5 little steel buttons here. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 regular sewing needles. You have a seam ripper, kind of a thimble end on the end here. And then you also have some curved needles as well. Now, as I was saying, and I'm going to use the tip of this knife. Probably shouldn't. To just kind of get my initial pull up here. That worked pretty good. Give it a little twist here, and we've pulled up our needle. Now that's pretty cool. Now a lot of times they include sandpaper. This one doesn't have it. You can film out the edges. I'm sure that I could poke myself enough to make myself bleed on this. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to pull that up, and I wish they would have included this. I think they would have knocked this out of the park. I just ordered 2 more of these cards, and they were, I think, $4.95, and it includes 12 yards of line, and it's a line card. Now, these cards have a little pocket in here, so you can actually slide another card in here. Now, this is their previous sewing card. It only has some different length needles, but it only has one side style of eyelet, and then also it only has 4 buttons. But this is a little clear thing that you can slide it in there, so it leaves you a place put your line card, and then it actually includes the line. Like I said, this is 12 yards, and it has a little built-in cutter. So if you were to take this line, and it just pulls out like this, and you cut it off, and now you have some line that you can use. Oh, this is going to test me right here. To thread your needle. So you can combine your line card, and you have this waxed line, and this line would probably work as a, and it says it is strengthened waxed line, and you could probably use this waxed line as a fire starter as well. But anyway, so now you got some wax line, you got your needle attached. I mean, that's pretty cool. So, so, and then now that you saw how easy it was, and this is their normal threaded one. And then I'm going to use this one again. And their cards are a little bit thicker. I'm going to use this to get up underneath this other one here to show you guys. So we'll pull this one off. And this one has an open end on the end of the needle. Now, a lot of people will think, oh, you know, it's not that important. But you know what? Being able to, I've had, and this makes it even easier to thread. I've never used a needle like this. This is kind of something new that they came up with. But I see this working fairly easily. You can twist it in there and it'll end up staying and not worry about coming off. But anyway, so you have that open in. Now you have different sizes of needles. And like I said, you can stick these right back on here. And I've ordered 2 more of their line cards because I actually think those are pretty handy. It's a pretty neat little deal. Now you have these buttons in here. You pop these off. I'm not sure what you'd want other than to put your threads in these little holes. I don't know why those are there. Like I said, others. And then you got a seam ripper in there, which also actually can come in pretty handy, and a thimble if you're sewing something that when you poke it through, you don't want to poke yourself in the finger, especially with these tips, because these will make you bleed. So anyway, so that's a look at the Grimm Workshop line card. I think this is pretty cool. I like I said, I think the big miss on this, instead of giving me this morale patch, I wish they would have given me the line card. That would have been out of the park. Especially, I mean, this on their site is $4.95, and they're retailing this at $9.95. I'd have much rather had this item right here. Anyway, so guys, that's the Grimm Workshop card for May. We're in May of 2022. Hey guys, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and remember, be nice to each other.